Skylar, the show must go on. So what episode is this?
Episode 38.
Oh yeah, 38.
Hi! Woo! Is Leo in Jupiter? Is Mars rising? Is it Friday the 13th? Is it the 7th of when? What day is it? Is it this day, that day, the other day, tomorrow, maybe yesterday? What is going on? Woo! Hi! 3 times. Third time's a charm. Nice to see you. Welcome to episode, what is it? 38. Thank you, Scabby. 38 of Randy's Live. Something's happening. It's been that kind of a day. Let me tell you about it. I'm not going to tell you about it. I think it's just like an ode to showbiz. The show must go on. The show is going on, and tonight we are honoring Broadway. It's Monday. Is it Monday? Oh my gosh, I hope it's Monday. It's Monday. And as you know, theaters are very often dark on Mondays. But unfortunately, our beloved theaters in New York and all over, we want to make that very clear, are simply dark now. And we're hurting for my people, all my people. And so tonight, it's Give Our Regards to Broadway. And woo, boy, are we. We have a great show for you. We've got some incredible guests. Things are just fun tonight. So here we go. Let's start with showing you an amazing clip, which will be a nice way to introduce my first 2 guests, okay? Here we go. Andrew, you're doing great. Love you. Love you. Say hi, Andrew.
Hi. Hold on, I'm gonna do a different one.
Yeah. Skylar Faith, my audience of one. Yes, baby girl. All right, here we go.
Here we go.
So, Marty Thomas presents. Here we go.
I can wash up 44 pairs of socks and have them hanging on the line. I can start 92 dozen shirts before you can count them one and nine. I can scoop up a great big dipper full of lard from the dripping skin. I feel like go out and do some shopping. Be back for a new shining like a dime. Feed the baby, grease the car, and pound my face at the same time. Get out, dress up, go out and swing till 4 a.m. every day. Lay down and fall out, jump up and sing it out.
Marty and his divas. Marty's doing a diva show. We're going to learn all about that in 1 second. So tonight, that's a big opening. Woo! It's usually Randy does like a pretty little piano song, but that was like big notes, big, vibrant, so fun. Okay, so this is what happened. Let me tell you. You want to see a little bit behind the curtains of theater? Andrew's dying. We gave my poor husband Andrew a heart attack. First of all, before I get to this, one thing. If you scroll down a little bit on Facebook, you'll see today Andrew did a beautiful compilation of some great moments from our 38 episodes that really touched my heart and made me so happy. Yeah, it made me really, really happy. I had a really sleepless off night, and it was just really beautiful to see these memories. He's going to be doing a bunch of those. He's going to be doing like a little retrospective, a little commercial for what we're doing. That makes me feel good. So after he did that and sent it to me this morning, we had one of our pre-recorded Zoom interviews with two amazing Broadway people that we love, talents, big personalities, really great people. The interview was fantastic. Unfortunately, after
it was top notch.
It was top notch. Andrew edited it, and it was amazing, all ready to go.
Ready to export.
And his computer crashed. Oh, we had a whole kind of a crash, like just a whole thing. So that's why when we had that false start today, I was like, what's going on? There's some kind of gremlin in our system. Anyway, we're going to try to do it live. We're going to do it live. So give me 1 second. We're going to see if we can call my friend. So hold on. Here we go.
Nope.
Let's do it. Let's see it. Oh my goodness! It's you!
Hold on, though.
Are you there?
Yeah, hold on. We'll turn a camera on for you.
You even get to have, yes! How about now? You're not going to really see that much of me. You're mostly going to see Andrew. Are you there?
Hello.
Hi! It's Marty Thomas. We just saw your amazing video. That was our open. That was our big number.
Oh, really?
We did a big Broadway open. So we were just telling the audience that Marty, we did this fantastic interview today to learn a little bit about your show, but unfortunately our system crashed, so we weren't able to record it. So I'm just going to talk to you live right now. You're on the air with Facebook, and we're just going to chat with you right now and, pretend that this is all brand new, and I'm talking to you for the first time, right? We're actors.
Awesome.
We can pull it off.
FaceTime comes, my dogs get very jealous and want to be in the lap. So here's Charlie.
Well, I have to say, we like pets, so it's okay. So first of all, tell our audience, our viewers, where you are calling in from tonight. Where are you?
I'm calling from Hell's Kitchen in Manhattan, New York City.
Right, and we always like to check, get a little perspective. What are things like where you are right now? How is the city? Tell us. We want to hear it from you.
It's interesting because we, at 7 o'clock every night in New York, everyone goes out on their balconies or hangs out their window, and we all clap for medical workers and essential workers, everyone from doctors and nurses to folks working in grocery stores to the UPS workers, anyone who's making our lives possible right now while we're all going through this quarantine scenario. So that honestly makes you feel like the city is in such a great and strong and connected place. The media, I feel like, is both positively and negatively representing what life is like in New York right now. I see a lot of media depicting it as just a dead man's town, like with the whistle and the tumbleweeds, like a Western. And that's definitely not what New York looks like. I'm sure certain parts, but people are living their lives and are out, for the most part, social distancing and being respectful of each other.
Yay.
Of course, there are people that aren't. Will not wear masks and such, but for the most part, New Yorkers are being very cautious.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm really glad to hear that. It's been great to check in with people all over the country because, everyone's having a totally different experience. So,
yeah,
and I love the thing about the New Yorkers. They just started it in Nashville. 5 p.m. We're supposed to go out and we howl. I don't know why we don't clap here. We howl. I don't know if that's a Southern thing, but that's great. So, tell my friends and fans a little bit of what you were doing before this whole thing kind of shut everything down. Because I know you from, oh my gosh, all your performances, your beautiful CD, the Sparkle event we did. But tell them kind of what was happening before you were put on pause.
Right before quarantine set in, I released a new album in December.
Yes.
And I was touring, promoting that, did my album release January 6th, released it on Broadway Records. And I had a whole slew of promotional events that I was doing across the country and around the world that, of course, all got canceled and had to at least postponed for now. I was doing a lot of concerts in and around New York, and essentially everything at once flatlined.
Yeah.
Because we all had to just cancel what we were doing and where we were going and find a way to stay home and flatten the curve.
Yes.
And so I had 2020 was my go get 'em year, where I just got new headshots and I was auditioning again. And but I'm safe. I'm healthy. I have a safe place to rest and recuperate and learn new skills and work on new things. And now I'm doing weekly shows on Monday nights at 8.
Yes.
I do a show on YouTube and Facebook. And Wednesday nights at 7, I do a show with Broadway's Rachel Potter. We do a show called Quarantine Cabaret.
Amazing.
And then my Diva show, which you saw a clip of, performs every day at 8.
Yes.
And
So
then we
that
have Diana DeGarmo and Ace Young from American Idol with us.
That's amazing. I know, and you're so generous to do this because I know I took some of your
Again.
time this afternoon. Again. We profusely apologize. So your show is tonight. We saw that amazing clip, and it's so fantastic because this was a show that you were doing weekly, but you just decided to move it over virtually, right?
Yeah, well, we had done the show for about 8 years, and we canceled the weekly show about a year and a half ago to just focus on other things and other projects. And when quarantine set in, there was such an outcry for entertainment and things to do that people could stay home and still feel connected. And every Monday was it was a thing that we would do that was a gathering for a lot of really nice, fun people.
Yes.
So we would gather in one place, and we decided to just bring it back to Monday for that same gang of people and try to find some new folks around the world. And it's been so super successful. We gather a few hundred people every Monday.
It's so good.
Just enjoy music and positivity.
Well, speaking of positivity, we're going to try right now to check in with one of your cohorts, someone who has been part of this. We'll see if she answers. This is live, honey. This is live. Everybody out there, anything could happen. But we're going to give it a go, you know. We were able to talk to Marissa Rosen this afternoon. Marissa, if you're there, pick up if you want to. You don't have to. Yeah,
Hold on.
Not Mary Beth. Call Marissa.
There it is.
That one. Yeah. Nope.
What? 516? Let's not say it out loud, though. Hold on.
Yeah, let's not tell the number. It's 555. 8675309, yeah. Okay, here we go. We'll see. This could be any Marissa. We're just going for our contacts.
It could be.
And you totally don't have to answer if you're getting ready for the show that you have in literally 30 minutes. But it's ringing. We'll see.
It's ringing. Oh.
Hi, gorgeous.
Oh, wow.
I'm so grateful. Hey, honey, this is showbiz. This is do it again, do it live. We had so much fun talking to you today, honey, and then, oh my gosh, so many technical glitches, but you know what? This is we're not tripping on stage, we're tripping virtually, so it's okay. So tell us, sweet girl, where you're calling in from tonight.
I'm calling in from my bathroom in Long Island. I'm here with all my acoustic friends at my family's house.
I love it. And how are things in Long Island? Is it the same, do you think, as other places? Kind of quiet? How are you finding Long Island?
I don't know. I think it's hard because it's suburban. You know, we're used to being able to look out the window and see everything that's going on.
Yes.
It's not as quiet as I hope it would be.
hear
Whenever we
you.
do get to go out and take a drive, there are quite a lot of cars out on the street, but for the most part, people are doing their job. They're wearing their masks. They're social distancing. They're wearing their gloves. Yeah, it is bizarre. There's a weird, eerie sense of kind of fear, if you will. Like, not really wanting to be near people, but really wanting to be near people.
Totally. It's a conundrum.
So,
yeah. Well, we're so glad that you're safe. So, Marty was just telling us about the show tonight. When we spoke earlier today, you led us on to the fact that you've been part of the Diva show for a long time, since it's the beginning, basically, the entire show. So tell me a little bit about how, you mentioned how we think he came up with this idea and where he was. Tell us again, because I love that part.
Yeah. We, Margaret and I became fast friends, super quick, about 8-9 years ago.
No, darling.
No way. 20. And we were at the gym. I really won't forget it. We were on the elliptical, and he was like, I have this idea for a show.
Love it.
And I was like, cool. And at that time, I had honestly been to one gay bar in my life. And
Liar.
I swear, I was not born in a gay bar. So he
And I had never really done the cabaret bar scene
Wow.
at all. I was strictly musical theater.
Right.
I studied jazz, and he was telling me these ideas, and I was like, "This sounds amazing, cool." And I started out helping him out. I was steaming dresses and taking pictures, and I just loved watching the show. And he will never let me live it down. And when he did ask me to be a part of the show, I thought he was joking.
Aww.
And he was really mad about that. But yeah, it's been 8 years of the Diva show.
Amazing.
Being one of the most lovely things in New York City on Monday night.
I love that. It's so fun. We just saw the opening. And real fast before we let you go, tell us, Marissa, what you were doing before you, when this all halted, because it's a really beautiful story of what you were, and it's heartbreaking. So just tell us what you were doing and how it ended. Go ahead. Or put on hold.
I was on tour with Kristen Chenoweth.
Yay!
I got to make my Broadway debut with her this November, December. And we took that show and kind of took it on the road with her. And we were booked through 2021.
Yeah.
And it's been tough. We were kind of in the middle of it. We were towards the beginning of March. We were still on tour kind of through like the first 2 weeks. And, you know, planes were very empty and airports were empty. But they were always looking out for our best interests.
Love that.
And Kristen and her team were just like, you know what, we can spread love from our home.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, we had to cut that a little short, but we still do lots of check-ins with each other.
Yay!
And you know, it's a little way of having a virtual family.
Yes,
I
love that, because theater is a family. You know that. We all know that, and
Yeah.
I love hearing that. Well, you know, this is just for now, right? We're just getting through this the best that we can, and all the shows will come back. We will sing together again, not just virtually, but live. So we're super excited for the show. So it is 8 p.m. Eastern this evening, right? And I know we both of you are getting ready to do it. So thank you so much for checking in with us this way. I will make sure that we put the information up. If one of you want to just in the comment section, just link where we can stream it. There's lots of places to see it. You can go to Marty's Instagram. Give us one link, Marty, so that we can put everyone in the right direction.
If you go to at Marty Thomas Loves You on Instagram, you can find a link in my bio that is so much easier.
There you go. Perfect. Very smart to put it there. And it streams everywhere, and they always get people checking in and logging on. It's a really fun show. They have great people that show up, and clearly, you know, these two and their voices. So love you so much. Thanks for doing this.
Wow.
God bless you. God bless New York. And just hang in there until we can do this in person soon. Okay, guys?
Love you. Great
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
Love you too. Thank you. Oh, my friends. See, we saved it. Woo! That was a theater save. Woo! What is the expression? Bad dress rehearsal, bad show? No.
Hit that red
bad
little...
dress rehearsal, good show. You see, that's what that was. Bad dress rehearsal, good show. We don't really have dress rehearsals. We have production meetings in our kitchen. Oh, while I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to cook for dinner, and then you know, we check with the network, and then we have to check in with our sponsors. No, we're really doing all of this. Oh my goodness, Skylar, Faith, you're.
Hold on.
You're really you. Oh wow, that looks. You have a face. Yes, and you're chewing. Can you at least swallow for the audience? Thank you. Okay.
You didn't say what we did today.
I didn't say what we did today because we. Well, Debbie
What
and I
didn't
had
we do
heart
today?
attacks. But after that, what did we do today? You did school. You were such a good worker today. You were really good. You did your worksheets. You did your math. You did your reading at the kitchen table. You also practiced your ukulele and your piano. Woo! And you held it together while Daddy and I were going, what's happening? Anyway, so yay! So tonight we are doing a shout out to our theater friends and the whole theater community, and I think Monday night is just going to be theater night, Broadway night, New York night, and theater all over the country too. That we have to remember that we talk about, and the world. We like to talk about New York, you know, born and raised Jersey forever, Jersey strong, a lot of family still back there, but we know that there are theaters in every town, and they're all hurting right now. Okay, Becky's on. Speaking of, hi Jenny, hi Donna, Natalie Douglas, hello. So good to see these people speaking of my favorite performers in New York. Huh? I don't know what that was.
What was that?
I don't know.
Speaking of my favorite performers.
I want to talk quickly about Juliet, Tennessee reopened.
Softly.
Softly. We call this soft opening. It was like a preview. We're in previews. Actually, to be honest, Andrew and I were really happy to see that not everything opened. It's not because we don't want everything to get back. We do. But we also want to be safe. And so we were happy to see that in our little town and around Nashville, people are gradually getting back, and we have seen most of the people that we love being very safe, and many of them are wearing masks, which we know is really weird and really uncomfortable, and to some kids they think it looks creepy. But it's saving lives. So just do what you're supposed to do. Good luck with everything. I know California is starting to reopen some things, but I think that there's a way to do this. And I mean, look at New Yorkers, right? They're resilient and they're strong, and they're doing their best. I want to talk about the playbills super fast. These playbills are originals from Betty Lou's house. That's right, the house I grew up in, Maplewood. And I was so blessed as a young girl to see so many original cast members of some of my favorite musicals. So we'll do maybe another roundabout. I mean, we have boxes of these. She kept every single one. Whoop! There's someone at the door. We have a guest. Am I doing good, Andrew? Did I do it right?
Doing great.
Am I?
Yeah. As long as it connects.
Connecting,
Yep. There we are.
Do that, right?
And then spin.
And then do I do that?
Yep, you do.
Hi!
There it is.
Hello! Skylar Faith would ask me like 3 times who we were going to talk to tonight, and I wouldn't tell her.
Hi, Sky. How you doing?
I was tropical. Hi, this is my friend, Kelly McAndrew.
Hello, world.
Yes, hello. The whole world is watching. No pressure, no
Yes.
pressure. So I have known Kelly for a long time. We have been friends. We have lived many lives together, I feel. But you may know her from many appearances on television. Her voice can be heard every morning on a commercial. At least in my house it can.
The life-saving Humira commercial.
That's right, it is. And you will never hear the words joint erosion the same again now that you've seen the beautiful face behind, wait, no, that sounds weird. The beautiful face behind joint erosion. Television and, of course, theater. Theater everywhere. Not just Broadway, but all over. So Kelly, thank you for checking in tonight. Tell our beautiful audience where you are calling in from.
Hi, beautiful audience. How are you? First, I do have to say, too, after that incredible opening, I was sitting here like, should I prepare a monologue? But I'm not going to do that. I just simply cannot do what Marty and his divas do. So
I mean, you could. But okay.
No. So we're my wife Erin and I are in Astoria. We are self-quarantining and keeping social distancing, and
Yes.
we have beautiful handmade masks.
Ooh.
Oh!
The wonderful actor Trini Sandoval made for us. Did you remember from back in the day?
Yes.
USC grad.
Yes, Trini.
And, we're just trying to make the best of time here. When
you are.
everything shut down, I was in the middle of doing a workshop.
Mm.
And I got to do one day of it, but not a second day of it.
Oh.
And was supposed to do another project with Page 73, but that got canceled. And now just trying to be as creative as we can in different ways. I'm teaching myself the guitar,
Woohoo!
cooking a lot,
I love
and just trying to be like the community. I mean, the community. I will say that I'm a really big part of the off-Broadway community here, and also in regional theater. I mean, you keep talking about all the theaters all around the world, and that's where I cut my teeth. I mean, that's where I had all my first jobs in San Diego, and St. Louis, and Cincinnati, and all of those theaters. Just they're going to come back better than ever, but it's just going to be a long road. So I think the community and everybody pitching in for the Actors Fund, and
Yes.
it was almost immediate how that
Yes.
happened.
Well, that's, New Yorkers, and I feel like theater people in general are resilient, and
Yes.
they're creative, and they're helpers. I mean, they really are. They're people. That's what I was saying last night. They're people, right? I mean, that's kind of the whole point. So you had to stop a lot of things. Tell us a little of what you've been able to still do, because I think that's an interesting flip side of it, right? So
Right,
many
yeah.
people have
I mean,
halted.
I was really fortunate, and my friend Andrea and I, we go running in the park, social distance running in the park, and we both were fortunate in that we actually finished these two, our off-Broadway runs.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, were in rehearsals,
Yes.
So I did get to finish The Thin Place at Playwrights Horizons, which was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
But, I'm still able to teach. I teach for the new school on Monday, I taught today, and I teach for the Einhorn School of Professional Arts at Primary Stages on Tuesdays. I'm working with actors, working on monologues, hand-selected monologues for them, because so many auditions now are happening this way.
Right.
Everyone's having to send in self-tapes of monologues
Yes.
to the regional theaters and the off-Broadway theaters of saying like, oh, I think I'd be right for this part, or here's my stuff. Do you want to see what I can do?
Yes, I know.
So it's taken that sort of live performance out of it, but we're just trying to figure out how we can make it all work.
I know.
In a spirited way.
I know, and you are, and let's not forget, you have two other important things, our happy hours, which are super fun. But
yes,
where you
important.
taught, let's come clean, where you taught Andrew his very popular drink.
Ooh,
Andrew's new signature.
Premiered, he premiered.
The New York Sour.
Oh. And then also you've got a very busy Friday afternoon date with Skylar Faith, where you are teaching her an acting class with an emphasis on monologues.
I am.
And the funny thing is that, I've known you forever. Yes, she's waving. I've known you forever, but I don't know that concept would have crossed my mind, Obviously it would have been like, great, we're going to see Kelly and it'll be so fun and we'll hang out with, Erin and then Sister Erin and everybody, but I don't know that I would have thought, wait a minute, can I actually get Kelly to educate, entertain my daughter at the same time? So thank you for doing that, and it's been super fun for her. So
it's been really fun for me too, and I've learned a lot, and I think she's got some natural ability there. And,
we'll see, right?
And, I want to say too, because I think it's really interesting that you reached out today about this, because the piece that I'm working on with Sky is from a play by Kuzi Cram.
Okay.
And I did Kuzi Cram's newest play off Broadway this year as well. And it was called Novenas for a Lost Hospital.
Yes.
And it was about the history of St. Vincent's in the West Village. And how that hospital had to close.
Yes.
After having been the place where everyone went during the plagues. So during the first plague in New York, and then of course the second one, which was AIDS, that was the hospital that received and treated everyone.
Yes. Yes.
Those nurses, those nuns,
yes.
They did that, and then because of infrastructure and awful government things and city things, St. Vincent's had to close. But
yes.
One of the lines in the play was, where do we go when there's another epidemic? And I had no idea when I was doing that play 6 months ago or whatever it was, that was going to be prescient.
Yeah, well, you know what they say, art imitates life, or life imitates art, or a little bit of both, right? I know.
So we're the cast of that play, and Kuzi and our director Daniela are gathering on Wednesday via Zoom with the community in the West Village.
Yes.
To do a section of the play and talk to healthcare workers like nurses and doctors and the people and EMTs that are working, so it can be sort of a healing conversation.
Yes.
So it's just so interesting that you happened to give me a call today. And
yes, of course.
I actually am going to be working on something, which is it's something that I really want to do.
Yes.
It feels like a giving back. So.
I love that. Well, we have to put information about all of that up on our site too. We try to post links live time, like real time, because that helps people as they're engaging. I'm choked up. Yeah, it's beautiful. And we certainly know that the theater community responds to an epidemic. We certainly have seen that before, and it's happening right now. People come together. It's all about community and awareness and education and telling the story so that the stories reach other people.
I'm sorry.
And then, yes, right. Okay, so now I'm going to ask you a question. I know that you're calling in from New York. And I know that you have a quarantine buddy, someone that we love. So is there anyone else there that we might be able to check in with? Oh! Look at that. Is that some fancy camera work or what? Hi, beautiful. So this is your beautiful wife, Erin, which I know when you picked a beauty to marry that had the same name as your sister, you just made it all that more confusing. But
because life's just that fake.
It is. But Erin, it's funny. So, much like my husband and I are both in the arts, you are both in the arts, a little bit different. Erin, tell us what you were doing before this, everything halted. Tell us what you do.
I'm a theatrical stage manager, and I actually was lucky, I think, enough to not be working on a show when it closed out. I had just finished a big, hopefully Broadway-bound musical in Seattle.
Yes.
Then I had several events and other shows lined up that are not
Well, we'll see if they happen.
Right.
Several of them have been canceled, and then I have more shows that happen later in the year that will just be delayed, I hope.
Yeah, I totally hear you. Just a side note, I know every night we tell Skylar that she's our stage manager because she keeps this running, and I'm not joking. Like on the third episode, I was lost. I didn't know what day it was. I didn't know where anything was, and she just kept it together. And I was like, "You just wait until Erin tells you all that a stage manager has to do." I mean, she's definitely going to want to raise, but. And so, how are you finding things now? I mean, I love both of you. I know you, so I can cheat a little here, but I know that you both are positive, and of course we all get down, but you're trying to see this as there are some silver linings and things will get back up. What's your take, Erin, on when you think these theaters? I mean, not just the Broadway, but the 99 seaters, right? The smaller. What's your vibe telling you? Do you have any guess?
This is a big topic of conversation.
Yes.
Every day, every time we walk. Right?
Yes.
Through what we think it could be, what the new idea is. And,
yes.
I mean, I honestly can't see it. I don't know what it is. I know something's going to change. There is a big part of me that feels like this is really good for our community in a, like, let's stop and pause and, like, take really good care of ourselves. Let's re-examine how we want to do theater. I honestly don't know when we'll get started back up again. I just feel like live performance is going to be one of the last things to come.
I think so, too.
True. Like, you know, there's sporting events that can happen on television, but without an audience. Right. There's, performances that we can do live this way, but having the community gather in a theater together, it's not going to happen for a little while, which I think is an important thing. I know it will come back. It's very important to humanity. I
love that.
I don't know that I will be stage managing a live show until next winter.
You're not the only person that thinks that, and I just, of course, everyone makes the joke. You go to the theater and the people coughing behind you and next to you and the candy wrappers, and now it's like a for real thing. I mean, you're really in close proximity, no matter what theater you're in. They're usually pretty intimate, and the idea of also trying to spread it out doesn't seem quite as fun, trying to spread
and how do you
I know. I would not bring Skylar to see Anastasia again if she were 6 rows away from me or something. No, but I love what you also said, theater's good for humanity, and we need it. And there is also the flip side, which I think is that for as much as we love our phones and we love doing things virtually from the comforts of our home, how beautiful to be with a live audience and see live theater again. I think people are going to be wanting it, and it might look a little different, and it might be in more outdoor spaces, right? Like, we don't know, but... I'm so happy. Okay, I'm going to do my 3 questions with you real fast. Because I know I said you'd be only on for a bit, but I'm keeping you. Because I love you and I'm so happy to see you.
Because we have somewhere to go.
Okay, 3 questions. So you can take one, and then both do the last one. So who wants to take the first one?
Hold on. Can I add one thing? I need to add one thing because it's very cool. Because I'm going to add the connection. She does this, a la James Lipton, who did his show from the new school. Yes, unfortunately, he passed, but you now work with the new school.
That's a good ad. Okay.
Thank you. See, I listen.
He is the most vocal cameraman I've ever.
I would also venture to say he's one of the most handsome I've ever seen.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so here we go. So anyone can take the first one. The first one is what has been the hardest part of this time for you? The hardest part.
Oh, goodness.
You know what's hard? What I find hard is I love people. I really do.
I know.
And just out walking, even when people are social distancing, I'm wary of them. Yes. And I've never been wary of people.
I know. Weird. Weird.
So it's like I really look forward to not seeing somebody walk this way and immediately think, get in the street.
Yes.
You go the other way.
Yes.
How dare you be out walking on the same sidewalk as me. So I think that's...
Yes, I agree with you. Okay, so then we flip that upside down. What is understanding, of course, that we are so lucky to be able to be safe and healthy and under our roofs and in our homes, and that there are so many people on the front line that are not having the same experience. But what, if there is one, would be your silver lining? What's the silver lining?
I'll take the silver lining.
My ball of sunshine here.
I mean, multiple. One important one is how much time I get to spend with Kelly and how lovely our schedules seem to mesh in a nice way.
Yes.
That we like doing the same kinds of things throughout the day. We don't seem to get annoyed with each other ever. It's just really full of joy.
I love that.
And that this opportunity has presented that we're able to talk to people across the country and across the world in a way that's just more like we just think about it because we can't go around the corner.
Right.
So I get to talk to you more.
I love that too.
Nashville trip soon, 2021.
Yes.
Okay, so then you can take this one as light or as serious as you want. What have you learned? It's the last question. What have you learned?
The guitar.
Wish You Were Here.
You and Miley. All right.
Orphan Girl by Lillian Wells.
Oh,
Now,
yes.
Some Prison Blues.
Yes. Okay, I love that. That's really good.
But I also think that I think that on a larger scale, I think that I've learned that I'm really lucky.
Yes.
And you and I use that word a lot. I mean, you have an entire album called
Yes.
that.
Yes.
But I write a song.
Yeah.
But I do really. I mean, I am so grateful for what is in my life. My sister, my wife, my friends.
Yes. Awesome.
My extended family.
Yeah.
My friends who make me really great math.
Yes. So
my
good.
turtlenecks.
And our health.
Yeah. So gratitude. I love it.
Well, there you go. These are our friends. They are coming to you from New York. On our Give My Regards to Broadway and all of the communities of theater. Thank you so much for talking to us tonight. It's really good to see you.
Thanks for having us, Sky. I'll see you Friday, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make sure you rehearse.
I will.
She will. All right, I love you guys. Good night.
Love you guys.
Thank you. Stay
Bye.
safe. Well, those are my friends. I have the best friends. Oh, I love that we did this. I love that we were able to do a little shout out to the community. And I want to make a note to all of the people that are tuning in tonight. So many friends. This is a hard time. And it's not lost on us that so many people are losing their lives. And the numbers are shocking. And we have to, every day we kind of talk to Sky a little bit about it. And we, explain that this is serious and dark. And so if we have a few minutes to connect, build community, reach out. People are hurting, people aren't working, people are sick, people are afraid of getting sick. People are running through their savings, people don't have savings. People have children to feed. This is a lot. So what I've always loved about theater has been the sense of family and community that it creates. And that's another thing that I love about you guys and this Facebook community that we have. Nice to see so many friendly faces tonight. Jason, who knows Marty? Kelly, who knows Marty? So good to see Sabrina on. Karen Ross, I haven't seen in years. I mean, it is funny. You feel like this reconnection with people. It's awesome. So I think I've already sung this song on one of my lives, and I'm not sure I'm even going to do all of it right now, but I'm just going to do a little. They are clapping for the healthcare workers in New York. At 7 o'clock, we are howling for all the workers in Nashville at 5 o'clock. This is a song I wrote when I was living in a very small apartment in New York City. I'll probably do a little bit of it for our outro tonight because I'm feeling so grateful for my friends and my community. And this is a shout out to anyone that is holding it together for all of us right now.
There's an angel in Chelsea, and she lives right above me, and you hardly ever hear her, except when it is snowing. She keeps the window
around one another virtually, and just remember that your vibe attracts your tribe, and we love our tribe. Thanks for our guests tonight. We have a great show for you tomorrow. We have so much fun this week. We have Wednesdays with women we love. We have lots of women because there's so many we love. We have fun Fridays. Thanks for tuning in. What a fun show. Now hop on over to Instagram and YouTube and watch all the great stuff that's happening tonight. There's like amazing shows happening tonight. Love you. Take care. Bye.